is good? It's your girl, Baby Dahlia, and welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can see from the title, we are back today with another Bridgerton reaction for season 2, episode 8, The Viscount Who Loved Me. The Viscount Who Loved Me. This has been an amazing season. Honestly, season 2 of Bridgerton, I have to give it to them. Season 2 of Bridgerton is pretty top tier. Now, I know season 3 is running right now, and I can't wait to get into that and see, you know, if they're amping up the ante. But season 2 so far, I think so far, and obviously we haven't seen the season finale, so that'll be like my final thoughts. But so far, I think season 2 trumps season 1. I don't know. Obviously, in the last episode, we left off on a major cliffhanger. Don't we always? We left off on Kate falling off her horse very dramatically, very opera-like, hitting her head on a rock, blood laid out like a those little prints that they do on like murder mystery shows with the print on the concrete, like very laid out like that. So I'm pretty sure the episode is gonna start right there, because they would be an asshole to leave us off otherwise. I really don't want to talk too much. You guys know what the is going on. It's a lot of big shit happening. Like, what's happening with Eloise and Penelope? That article came out of her and Theo. This ruins her season. This ruins her reputation. Is she putting the pieces together that it's her bestie? There are questions that need answers this episode. Will Kate and Anthony get married? I'm pretty sure they will. I mean, the Viscount Who Loved Me? Or what if they like end off on a super, like, I feel like shows tend to do this when they're wrapping up a story. Like, instead of giving us like the happily ever after that we want, they like spin it somehow. So what if they like spin it and they're like, they don't end up together? That'll really piss me off, because we did all of this, all that work, and what did it get us? Before we hop into the video though, I do just want to give a shout out to you guys for being so supportive during our Bridgerton reactions and showing love and all of your engagement. It really means the world, and it makes this so much fun. I want to give a shout out to my big 3. I think I'm going to do this moving forward. The big 3, okay? Shout out to Scott Blue 62, Playful Divine 1, and Katie 8881. Thank you guys so much for always supporting and commenting and just leaving your opinions on the episode. It is so fun to hear what you guys have to say about the season. You guys are my big 3, so shout out to those 3. They are the big 3 of Bridgerton season 2. Okay, you guys, it feels like the end of an era. Like, why does it feel like that? Like, it's not. There's literally much more to cover, like season 3, Queen Charlotte, but I don't know, it just feels like the end. I'm sure this is the end of Kate and Anthony's era though, which I'm sad to see, but I'm sure they will trickle into the next season how Daphne and Simon did in this one. So if you like what you see in today's video, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up, and then drop some love down below in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications, that way you don't miss a new upload. And then tap into the community chat. That is where you're going to be able to keep up with me and what's going on with the channel. I don't think we have anything else to say, guys. Let's just get right into the video. Now, girl, we see you clenching your eyes closed.
Stay with me.
Sorry, I don't want to pick apart the acting. I don't want to be that person. It's like a little ridiculous, and you guys, I gave that vibe on the last reaction. Like, the falling and all that was a little ridiculous, but I still feel so like, I don't know, like I could cry. I don't know. I don't know.
It is all my fault. Anthony.
I feel like this is taking him back to when everything happened with his dad, and because I'm sure he blames himself a little bit for that too, right? Kate's gonna be okay. She gonna be alright. She gonna be alright.
Last published. There should have been at least 2 issues by now, if not 3.
Perhaps she had nothing more to say about that radical ruffian.
So Penelope isn't putting articles out right now.
I want the best of everything, and we will call it the Featherington Ball.
How original.
I was just gonna say, how original. The Featherington Ball, the Featherington Ball. Shut the fuck.
And the Sharmas, considering the state
I
of
know,
their
this is a
household.
bad
It's certainly would be
time.
Titillating to see those two
Inconsiderate.
poor souls. But let everyone be allowed to finally see how well we're doing. After such a tragic year.
I just know at some point the rug is gonna be pulled from underneath Portia, and I can't wait. I can't wait, because your day is coming. Because one thing about those tables, they always turn. And your day is coming, love. You just wait. I don't like her right now. I get wanting to take care of like your family and wanting to make sure everything is taken care of. Sure, yes, your husband left you in a very shitty position, but you don't have to be a shitty person in the meantime. I mean, be for real.
I do not take note of staff changes, brother.
And what about our accounts? You apparently do not seem to take note of them either, since I spent the last 2 days balancing our books, only to discover that you seem to have taken out a rather large sum.
Oh. Oh yeah, his investment. Shit. Has she not woken up since? Has she been asleep for a week? Wow, she looks so pretty.
Miss Eloise, a package for you.
Oh, I do not want
You might want this one.
From Theo? Our man?
I'll be outside.
Oh, you'll be outside. What is it? From Theo, obviously. What does it say? He want to see us? I think he wants to kiss us, y'all. I think he want to kiss.
Did you continue lying to me, carrying on with me when you knew this entire time that the real Lady Whistledown has been using this very shop to print her scandal sheet?
I couldn't tell you.
Oh, Theo knew?
They're watching me. Why do you think I ended things the way I did with you, despite wanting to do the very opposite?
I totally missed that. Because I've never seen Theo and Penn have an interaction. She always interacts with the other guy.
The manuscripts came early mornings. Twice a week, usually.
Do you have the wrapping they came in?
They never came in wrapping. They came sewn into silks.
Oh. Sewn into silks. I mean, because not everyone is going to have access to silk.
I was pleased to receive your invitation today, Your Majesty.
Y'all told me that that's snuff, not coke.
I never did learn the true reason why the Viscount and his bride did not walk back down the aisle together.
Girl, where do we start?
Seems the Lord is treating it more like his private office for conducting his schemes.
Schemes is a rather unpleasant word, don't you think?
Mr. Bridgerton, you cannot be entertained.
Yes, stop him.
I beg your pardon, Mundridge.
It is a...
Don't stand up like that, because you don't even want these kind of issues.
The Featheringtons given the most lavish ball of the season. Quite a celebration for a family who
You
just
can leave
wants...
them out of it.
Oh.
The Featheringtons are a fine family whose reputation has been...
He's doing this because of how he looks at Penn, but,
Perhaps we might find another place to conduct our business, Featherington.
whatever his name is, what were they calling him? Munch? Whatever. He was looking out for your ass, Colin.
The ball is coming together delightfully. Gold flowers, gold drinks, gold everywhere.
Gold all in my chain. Gold all in my watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't say it, Gretchen.
Endless opportunity, endless wealth for us to secure together. Portia, we could be an even better team without the restrictions of this God-forsaken society.
So they want to scoop up investments and hop from city to city. F***ing crooks. Ugh. He's manipulating her. He's breadcrumbing her and manipulating her.
Oh, and I do very much like gold.
He is a f***ing loser. I'm sorry. It's the truth. It's the truth. He's a loser. He must go. He must die. He must perish. But Penn is never gonna let that happen. Like, she ain't leaving London? And Colin, she is not leaving, girl. She would rather expose herself and get rid of all the money that y'all have than be moved, okay, away from her man. And I feel that.
And since
Oof. Yeah, he f***ed up. But they... And it's not that he didn't want to see her. I think he just felt like he needed to keep his distance. But that's the issue. Men don't need to think, because what they think is always wrong, okay? They need not think, okay? Like, literally, it's never right. It's tell me I'm wrong.
It is what I think about every night before I close my eyes, and then again every morning before I open them. Go away.
I'm not gonna cry. So, you guys are gonna cry, not me.
Cannot lose her.
Oh, what a nice mother and son scene. That was really good advice. He's starting to let his guard down, though. I will give him that.
I should, however, like to dress you down.
Ooh.
Excuse what? You out with her, did you not? Lady Whistledown?
Not dress her down. I'm gonna have to steal that one.
When I know what Whistledown recently wrote of you.
We don't give a f***.
There has been gossip about you and a man from the lower classes for weeks. You had to have heard people talking.
Who? Who is talking?
Ain't nobody talking, girl. But your ass right now.
You've been consumed by thoughts for far too long. First you love her, then you hate her. It is enough. I do not want to hear about it anymore.
You're projecting on us, Pin. I don't like that. You're gaslighting us and projecting your stress onto us. And I don't appreciate it at all. At the all. And another thing, so I guess I had it wrong, because I thought that Penelope did report about her and Theo, but I guess when in her report, I think she kept it vague, so she didn't expose exactly what Eloise was doing downtown. But she basically is threatening, like, if you keep on, it's gonna come out.
Why ever would they assume that?
Well, considering your acceptance, how it was based on, well, you know.
Rupert. But enlighten me.
Because of his family he got in. Money.
Your brother's large donation to the academy.
Wow.
That's what secured your place. I thought you knew.
That's f***ed up. Don't be mad at Anthony.
Kate.
I'm returning to India. The moment I resolve matters with my sister, I return.
She's too f***ing hard-headed. Oh my god, she's hard-headed. No.
It is clear I am of no help.
What are we gonna do here? We have two.
You're running away.
Okay, exactly. What are we gonna do? We have two self-sabotagers here. What are we gonna do with them? He finally works up the courage. She's on a different page. It's like, I can't take it. I can't take it.
Oh, not bothered here.
Ooh. Kissy, kissy. Are kisses allowed, or does that ruin her also? Like, will they have to get married if they kiss? I mean, I don't know.
I should have known.
Known what?
That you could not be any different from all other ladies.
What did she say that made you think that she's not different than other ladies? She's trying to be considerate here.
Now you can go back to your life. And I can go back to mine.
Theo, you tripping, dude. Honestly. Nothing she said was shiesty.
You find your right.
Maybe he thinks that she's been using him for that, but obviously that's not the case. Are we in the same room? I mean, she's crying. She clearly, you guys almost had a moment. Like, I live in the Twilight Zone, clearly. That's what I'm learning about myself every day is I live in the Twilight Zone. Everyone else is somewhere else. Or vice versa.
And to know who you are too. Because I am unsure I like the young ladies we have both been playing.
Edwina, what?
Might we bring our new selves to this ball?
She's projecting also, girl. Just because you don't know yourself doesn't mean everybody around here don't know themselves, okay? We know ourselves. We just had a crush. We didn't want to act on it. That's it. Don't make it deeper than it is. She was just being in denial. I know this is supposed to be a sweet moment, but I don't like how she led in the conversation. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't know why she insists on pissing me off like that all the time. I hate that feeling. Disappointment.
Lack of inspiration.
Art Academy not going so well.
I'm an imposter, Al. Turns out.
Aw, I mean, yeah, he was really excited to get into. I do feel bad for him. He was screaming out the window and everything. But I do think he does have talent too. So the donation probably wasn't the sole reason he got in.
Pretending to be someone I am not. I truly do not want to go to this dreadful ball tonight, even if I know Pen will be there. She
don't go. F the Featheringtons right now.
Would you like a companion?
What? Of course I would not.
She is so mean. Of course I don't want a companion. The hell?
I'm sorry for disturbing you. I shall.
Gregory, wait.
Look at his little vest. Oh. I always think like one day my son is gonna be like this tall, like walking around like wearing vests. Like wow. Saying words. Wow. Full sentences? That's crazy.
Out of everyone, really.
This kid has grown a lot, and so has Hyacinth, or however you say her name.
You never had to earn your place in this family. I loved you from the day I met you. Oh, love is not something that is ever owed.
Oh, I'm not gonna cry.
Some misguided notion of duty after the two of us.
Well, Kate, I hope you're pregnant. I still want that.
Oh, but I could not allow it. Oh.
I didn't even notice that he didn't even say I love you or anything like that when he proposed. I told you, guys just can't get it right. They just can't get it right. No matter how hard they try. He was thinking it. I mean, he just didn't say it. Ay.
Wife and his lady friend in a closet, apparently.
Pen's hair is pretty like that.
What a keen observation, Pen.
Are we realizing now? Is this the moment? That's how you look at somebody when you see them as something you've never seen them as before. You're like, this motherfucker pulled the wool over my motherfucking eyes.
Your clasp is broken.
Is it?
Might I mend it for you? The Bridgerton valet has a way with jewellery.
You would not be making up an excuse just to call on me, would you?
Girl, no. So this is where they're gonna realize that the jewelry is fake.
Colin, it could be thought quite scandalous for the two.
Shut up!
What is the meaning of this?
The meaning is that this necklace is a fraud.
Ooh!
Made of glass.
Yeah.
Just like you.
Boom.
How dare
What?
you take advantage of these poor ladies, Featherington, without a father or a husband to protect them?
Period.
It is out of concern for their reputation alone that I will...
Are they gonna try to spin it and make it seem like Penn and Colin are doing something inappropriate?
But that's much too soon, my lord. And what about my young ladies?
We shall send for them after.
After? After what?
Well, they can come with us. Although...
He doesn't care. He's a crook. He's manipulating the out of her. At one point, I really did think that he may have some kind of feelings for her because they are one and the same in their crookshire, in their crookness. But now I can see that he is just doing that so that he can have his way with her and easily swoon her to get her to be agreeable. Never be agreeable with a man.
You have spent so much of your time shining your light on me. It is time for you to shine all on your own.
Okay, so we have Edwina's blessing. So go get your man, girl.
No one else matters.
Everybody's watching. I feel like the queen is kind of just like me. Like, if I was the queen of something, like, that's what I would do too. I'd be like, why are you not dancing? Go dance.
He is a prince,
Oh, that's right.
and he is available.
Yes, the dude from last season. What's his name? He was a good dude. Okay, I could see them being matched well. Okay. Are we gonna get happy endings? Shut up. And she talking about some one last dance. Girl, you. You're not going anywhere. And Portia, I don't even want to hear from you right now, if I'm being honest. I want you to, like, stop talking for the remainder of this episode. The remainder, how long do we have? Like 20 minutes? I don't want to hear a peep from you. Not a peep. Because you pissed me off this episode and the last. With your crookshire. Is that a word? I don't care. Ooh, she's just on cloud 9. She said, my man tried to protect me today. We touched hands. She had a time.
It sounded written, almost. Why do you think that is?
Because you've been reading too much Whistledown.
Oh, putting it back on her. Gaslighter.
It cost to Miss Thompson, to my brother, to my entire family, to your entire family. I ended my friendship with Theo because of you.
Get her,
One of the only good
Eloise,
things in my
get
life were
her.
because of your self-serving manipulation. You have no idea. I know you.
Wow, okay.
I look at you now, and all I feel is pity for you. Sequestered.
We're having a friendship breakup right now.
Tarnishing everyone in town all because you are too scared to stand up for yourself in reality.
There it is. There it
You are
is.
something, Penelope.
Y'all are always confused as to why, like, I'm not, like, up Penelope's ass, how most are. But it's because I can't stand behind that.
Talk about doing something. You have all these great ambitions, these great plans, but I am the one who actually did something great, and you cannot stand it, can you?
What? Girl, you're pulling the jealous card? Girl, what?
I wish never to see or speak to you again.
Eloise was eloquent with it. I with it. But everyone is always like, why don't you like Penelope? I don't dislike Penelope. It's just some of the things that she does, I can't stand beside. If you watch my very first reactions to this series in season 1, the first episodes, I was rooting for her hard. I was saying, oh, I root for the underdog. I'm on Penn's side. But it's just as things go on, like, I can't be agreeable with certain things that she does. I can't. And then you're going to sit there and pull the jealous card with Eloise, your one friend who's been by your side this whole time?
You're welcome to try to explain it to them now that they're all gathered here.
You are cruel.
I am a mother.
Purr! I see. This is the Portia that I can with. I thought she was about to run off with this man and leave her kids. Get out of here, gross. Get out of here, nasty. And she did you a solid by not keeping all the money, because would have kept it all. You would have been sailing back to the Americas with nothing. You would have been on a piece of cardboard using a stick with me. I don't care.
Penelope Featherington. The way you were dancing with her looked rather interesting.
Y'all talking shit?
Are you mad? I would never dream of courting Penelope Featherington. Not in your wildest
Why?
fantasies, Fife.
Oh, but why? I get that guys just talk with other guys, but I didn't get that vibe from him that he's one of those kind of guys. You know what I'm saying?
I would not have done if it were not for you.
Enjoy the rest of your evening, brother.
Benedict, you can't be mad at Anthony. I mean, it was a nice thing. There's a lot of people being mad here at a good deed. Maybe gone about wrong, but with good intentions nonetheless. Now, Penelope said that she was done with Whistledown. So I guess I can give her credit there. I thought she was just taking like a little break. You're gonna have to say something profound right now, Anthony. Like, you need to really tell her you love her, express your feelings, like, pull it out. You're gonna have to do something. Thank you. That is what she needs to hear.
I know I am imperfect, but I will humble myself before you because I cannot imagine my life without you. And
wow, that's a word. I will humble myself before you. Oh. I wish Daphne was here to see this. She would be so proud. Took a lot of bullshit, but we made it. We made it, guys.
You were right about the new Lord Featherington. I must apologize for how I acted the other.
Good on you, Colin, to go back and apologize.
I told them this place was run by an honorable man who serves a good drink. They demanded to come.
Don't you just love when people are just good people? I love that. I'm gonna cry. Don't be sad, Benedict. You still have talent. You received a helping hand. It's okay. You are privileged. It is okay to be privileged. You are.
Silence is
You
necessary.
did. You did. She ate her up. She ate
And of
Penelope
course,
up.
times when it is not.
Is she gonna write something from herself?
Right, we've all picked, but left the mallet of death.
Oh.
Full circle. How cute. In memory of Carol Prentice. Oh no. Okay, you guys. That was the season finale of season 2 of Bridgerton. Season 2, episode 8, The Viscount That Loved Me. If I had to give this episode a rating, 1 out of 10, obviously, I'm gonna give them a 10. Oh my gosh. One thing that Bridgerton does that I love that you usually don't get these days with shows is that they give us our happy ending. Oh my god, that is like what I needed. So Anthony and Kate, they end up together. I think they were referring to them as the newlyweds, so I think that they're married. No baby. There's no baby, but that's okay. I think that the ending was perfect. Everything was just perfect. Honestly, I feel like Kate and Anthony's story has been like at the forefront of what this season has been all about, but there's really not much to say about it at this point because we just got the happy ending that we all deserved, and I love it. Oh my god, I just love it. I can't. And I'm jealous. I'm jealous too because I want to be them. Anyways, something that we need to discuss though is the Penelope and Eloise drama. We had a friendship breakup. I didn't think we would have a friendship breakup. I knew that Eloise would be upset. But obviously in this episode, more things happened, right? So Penelope gaslit the fuck out of Eloise, which caused Eloise to in turn go and cut off Theo. We know she likes Theo. So I think that is the big factor that really like sent Eloise over the fucking edge. She said something. She was like, I guess I never heard you, which it all makes sense now because Penelope has been dropping hints that, hey, bitch, hello, red flag, it's me. But whenever she says these things, I'm like, Eloise, are you there? Are you in the room with us? Are you listening? Do you not hear this? But we saw everything come together and start to make sense to her in her head, and I don't know what this means for these two. Eloise said that she never wants to speak to Penn again. I get that my opinion is different than the majority. I get this, that I have the unpopular opinion, right? Because everyone loves Penelope, and I don't not love her. You know what I'm saying? I love what she's doing. I think that it's iconic. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I love a scandal. I love some drama. But in the same token, how she's gone about things with her own friends and family, I do side-eye it a little bit. And you guys know I mentioned this during the reaction at some point. At the beginning of season 1 of this series, like, I was rooting for Penelope. I was rooting for her to get Colin. And I wanted to see her do well. And I think somewhere along the way, she's lost me a little bit. She really has. And even the way that her emotions just flipped on her head first when Eloise was coming at her. Here's the thing. Eloise came from pure fact, right? Penelope came from emotion. That is the facts. So first, Penelope is crying, saying, I did this for you. I stopped for you. I didn't want you to get caught. That I can resonate with. But then, whenever Eloise is not immediately accepting her forgiveness, now she flips it. Now it's, you're jealous of me. You're mad that I have something that you don't. And what else did she say? She tried to eat Eloise up, and Eloise is like, girl, no. But Eloise kept her poise, and that's why I fuck with Eloise. That's why I fuck with her, and that's why she's my girl. And I get you guys are Penelope fans, stands, whatever, but she just be losing me a little bit in the way that she goes about things. It comes off a little shisty. It does. It just does. Like, I get that it's hard for you to keep your identity a secret and you want to keep your business going. And Eloise said that she found all this money, so I guess Eloise or Penelope has been making money from this entire time. And this is something I mentioned, I think, last season, where I'm like, your family is struggling. Your family's literally struggling, and you have all this money. Obviously, she can't say, oh, I have this money. But it's like, at what point do you bring other people into the loop that are struggling from the aftermaths of your paper, of your column? I don't know. That's a sticky one. What I do want to know is what happens next season. Obviously, Penelope is still gonna write, but what is she gonna write about? I would love to see her write from a non-anonymous perspective and standpoint. I would love for her to say, yeah, it's me, and then keep writing as just a regular blogger, not an anonymous blogger. I would love to see that. And I think that would even give her more power. I think that might give her like the recognition that she's searching for, because Eloise was right. It's like, Penn, you feel like no one pays attention to you. You feel like an underdog. You feel overlooked. And so that's why you're doing this. That's why you're writing this paper. That's why you hate society. That's why you're doing all this. But in turn, really, if you just did this from the perspective of yourself, people may fuck with that even more. And I feel like that could wield her a lot more success. I don't know. I think so. So the new Lord Featherington, he's gone. He's done and done. I loved what Portia did at the end there. She's like, I'm keeping a portion of the funds now that we're found out. And because here's the thing, is like, she started to grow on me a little bit, because I could respect that she just wanted to get everything figured out for her family after her husband left her and the girls in shambles. But then the way that she was like kind of like doting on the new Lord Featherington, I'm like, girl, he's a crook, and no way you're feeding into this. Her feeding into that was really turning me off, and like, he was manipulating the out of her, or trying to anyway. And I'm glad that she saw through it at the end. Whenever he was like, I know this was the moment for her, whenever he said, we can leave the girls here, we'll send for them later, like whatever, like that let her know, like, you don't even care about my girls anyway. And so I'm glad that she's put everything into perspective, and that she has gotten out of that, like, she's taken off the rose-colored lenses, is what I'm trying to say. Honestly, I feel like we got happy endings all around the board. I think the only thing right now that is really up in the air is the fact that Penelope and Eloise are on the outs, and then Penelope overheard Colin talking to the boys about how he would never court Penelope. I don't understand why he would say that. It's so unlike Colin to even say something like that. And I get it. I justified Anthony at the beginning of the season and I said that's barbershop talk, whatever. But that's Anthony. That's who Anthony is at his core, right? He's a bit of a boy. Colin is not. So I'm confused as to why he would say that. I get that he's just trying to fit in and whatever, but I never got that vibe from him that he's trying to fit in. So that confuses me a little bit. And maybe they're trying to... That's going to be something that's touched on next season. But overall, great episode, great season. I said it at the beginning of the video. I'm like, I think season 2 is better than season 1. Not to put them up against each other, but I think season 2, they really brought it. And I'm super excited to see what they can do to keep the ante up for season 3. It'll be interesting to see. If you like what you saw in today's video, be sure to give it a huge thumbs up and then drop some love down below in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications, that way you don't miss a new upload. And then tap into the community chat. That is where you're gonna be able to keep up with me and what's going on with the channel. As always, thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel, and I will definitely see you in the next one.